Air tuning kit for Weihrauch air rifles. Servus, thanks for dropping in and I welcome you all to today's video. I want to show you something extraordinary today. I know, I say this every time, but on the other hand, that's exactly what it is. There are so many cool topics out there and I cannot produce all the videos I would like to cover them, but there are always new products out there that deserve to be reviewed. Today is not about this beautiful Weihrauch HW30 you see here. You probably saw my video about it a while ago on YouTube or AirGhandi.de. Today is about the tuning kit that's inside of this rifle. These kits are not only for the HW30, you can also get one for the HW77, 97, 35 and many more. In this video we'll talk about the kit itself, but you can find more videos on my channel where a gunsmith and I show you the process of putting the kit components in the rifle. I made some of these modding videos in the past, but I am not a good craftsman and got the respective feedback from my community, so we did it professionally with a gunsmith. In this video I just want to show you the product and what it's all about and what you can gain from using it. About tuning in general. When I talk about tuning here, I am not talking about power tuning. We will not make guns stronger or illegal, we just want to optimize the shooting experience. The kits will be available for 7.5 Joule rifles, so everybody who owns one of these Weihrauch rifles and is 18 years or older can use it, even without German firearm owner's permit, because it's 7.5 Joules max. The tuning kits will be available for up to 3 power setups. Please check your local legal restrictions to find out which power you are allowed to shoot. There's the 7.5 Joule version. Everybody with an F-marked rifle who wants to optimize the shooting sensation, the recoil and the precision can use the 7.5 Joule kit. And then there's an export version. In Germany you need a firearm owner's permit to shoot airguns up to 16 Joule or sub 12. Often these are the hunter field target or field target shooters. They can use the 16 Joule kit. Then there are FAC kits, just for people who are allowed to get the maximum out of their rifle in Germany only with firearms owner's permit. The big advantage of the AirJoe 7.5 Joule kit is that there was put a lot of effort into not surpassing the 7.5 Joule limit. Other tuning kits out there, be it national or international mostly, or basically every single one I know, have springs stronger than 7.5 Joule, which gives you 2 options in Germany. A, you shorten the spring, which can lead to a loss of shooting quality. Or B, you just use it and the gun is illegal because you are breaking gun laws, which I cannot recommend at all. That's why it is crucial to us at diabolo.de that these kits don't surpass 7.5 Joule. Of course, you have some options to adapt with lining discs from the kit if the spring has 7.0 or 7.2 Joule, but I'll show you when we have a closer look at the kit. So why does your rifle need tuning? Everybody who owns a Weihrauch rifle has one of the best rifles you can get on the market. It's quality, made in Germany, high-end, super precise, great materials. This company really thought their weapons through and for ages puts a lot of love in the manufacture. So why use a tuning kit? I'm the type of person, after buying an air rifle, I immediately start thinking about how to change the look, how can I personalize it, and how can I get even more out of it. If you just want to plink some cans at home, the kit doesn't make sense. But if you want to maximize the precision, or you want to shoot competitions and get an advantage, then you have to modify something to get the very last percent out of it.
Änderungen an dem Gewehr vornehmen, dass man da einfach die letzten Prozent aus dem Ganzen noch rauskitzelt.
Over the last years, the leading company for Weihrauch tuning definitely was WMAG. I think most of us shooters know already that sadly the owner Steve Pope passed away in November 2020. From that time on, the products have not been further developed anymore. The remaining stock was sold off, and a lot of parts are not available anymore. AirGhandi has teamed up with former WMAG staff and decided to continue the high-quality work of WMAG, to modify it in parts and even optimize it. Many of you know the name Lyndon Lewington. Lynn is a tuner from England, one of the 3 licensed WMAG tuners mentioned on the website who tuned airguns in the name of WMAG. He also wrote a lot of articles for Airgun Shooter magazine about airgun tuning, especially for spring piston rifles. AirGhandi teamed up with Lynn and decided to keep some of the WMAG products alive, develop them even further and bring them to the market, like our tuning kit here. My HW30 also has the tuning trigger, which I showed in another video. It's also based on WMAG technique. Now we talk about the AirGhandi tuning kit, which contains some components from the WMAG kit. Others have been rebuilt, others have been improved. Now let's take a closer look at the content of delivery. The first thing you'll notice: somebody even thought about the packaging and lasered the logo in the lid. I'll remove piece after piece now. First, the heart and soul of the tuning kit, an original Weihrauch spring with a top hat that is mounted to the front end, and on the other end, the rear spring duct. I'm just grabbing a regular Weihrauch spring with its rear spring duct. It is super important for the interaction of spring and spring duct how precise it fits. It must not be too tight so it can't move properly. Otherwise the power is inconsistent and you have no valid V0. If it is too loose like this, you may lose your precision. That's why it is super important that spring and spring duct are optimized for each other. I have to mention it again here. We are talking about the highest level of quality here. I don't want to say that original Weihrauch guns need optimization. It's really just about getting the last 5% out of your gun. Weihrauch guns are, most of you know it, part of the best you can buy, not only in Germany but internationally. Just to clarify that, it is all about getting the final few percent of it. Okay, I'm showing it again. You see, it has minimal travel. This can be optimized. As you can see here, there's no travel at all, but it's also not too tight for the duct to move in the spring. At AirGhandi, every spring and duct are adapted on a 100th millimeter level to fit like this. Not too tight, not too loose. I told you before that the 7.5 Joule kits are built for exactly 7.5 Joule. This means with other kits your spring is often longer, so you reach more than 7.5 Joule and you have to shorten it. By sawing off a bit, you get a sharp edge and it has no plain end, as you see here. You would have to heat it up now and set it down to create a plain end piece. Honestly, I have done this in the past, shortening the spring to not go over 7.5 joule. I didn't manage to create a plain end. The AirGhandi kit is built to be 7.5 joule maximum with JSB diabolos. That is very important and a huge advantage. The next piece I'm showing you is this little screw with a pivot pin. You'll see the advantage of it in the video where we built in the kit. In theory, if you have ever disassembled an HW driver, the hardest part is to bring the barrel, the system and the seals in one line to put in the screws again. Normally, if you want to build in the kit, you have to remove the barrel. But if you have this screw with the pivot pin, you can skip this step. It sounds complicated and I also had to take a closer look at this first, but just watch the video where we build in the kit and you will see what a genius little product this is. What's important, these pivot pin screws are not included in the kits for rifles without a hinge. So without folding function like HW 57, 77 and 97, it is not included, it just wouldn't make sense. The next part is this stainless steel inner hull. It is a 3 gram lightweight hull, like you know from the VMAC kits. You put it into the piston around the spring, so the grease, the spring grease, won't leave the piston and stays exactly where it's needed. Next thing you see is the piston seal. It is an exact replica of the VMAC piston seal from the same material in the exact same size. This one is just a bit harder than the original piston seal. Next, I mentioned it before, we have these 5 discs, 3 metal ones and 2 synthetic ones. You use these to fine-tune the power. They are not for actual power tuning, it's about 7.3 or 7.4 joule, so you get the exact amount of speed you need. One type is for the piston bar and the other one for the spring. Next, I grab these 3 grease cases holding 15 gram each. This is the original VMAC grease which Steve Pope produced himself with his years of experience, and it was added to this kit. It is a rifle grease, a piston grease and a seal grease. I know in many kits there's a single grease for everything. Most do it like that. The success proved Steve Pope and VMAC right. He had very good reasons to use different grease for different parts. It just works best and most efficiently like this. We also have a plastic sheet. This sheet is wrapped around the piston seal so it doesn't get damaged when putting it into the piston. So if there was a little grate or something, it would be the worst to scratch your new seal right away. That's what this plastic sheet is for, so nothing happens when inserting the seal. Then we have a brush for the grease, so you don't get your hands dirty. And for the same reason we have, I hope you can see it,
ist ein paar
a pair of gloves
Handschuhe noch
to
dabei,
wear
dass der
while
Ballast
modding.
auch keine schmutzigen Finger bekommt. Also ihr
You
seht,
can see
hier ist
this
eine
tuning
ganze
kit comes
Menge
with a
Equipment
lot of stuff.
in diesem Tuning-Kit dabei. Hier hat man sich
Somebody
wirklich eine ganze
thought
Menge
long and
Gedanken
hard
gemacht,
about how to get the
dass
most
man
and
halt
best
wirklich das
out of your
Maximale
HW.
und die letzten Prozent aus seiner HW rausholen kann. Anfangs, wie
We
gesagt, für
started with
HW35,
HW30, HW77 and HW97, but we will add more and more after the detailed testing phases, so they actually work perfectly well. We are aiming for HW50, HW98 and HW80 to be added later to offer even more tuning kits. Of course, you can find them at diabolo.de/en. In case you have any questions, just contact me. AirGhandi will help me find the answer in case I don't know. You will not be left alone in the rain. Service is a top priority at Diabolo.
Der Service, ihr wisst es genau, ist uns bei diabolo.de extrem wichtig, dass
We want to deliver good service for all our products. We promise to exclusively offer high quality products in our shop, so you can always shop with us knowing you bought something good. That's all for the introduction of the kit. I'll add an English video for the tuning trigger also. In Germany, check Diabolo to buy Weihrauch guns and watch the mounting video for the kits. They will be released as fast as possible. Our video team is under pressure now to get them online as fast as possible. Of course, there is a manual in the box. I just don't have it right here now. It's for people that do not use the video, so they can also do it correctly. Now, thanks a lot for watching. Visit Diabolo, check the AirGhandi products, and see you soon.
Und dann hätte ich gesagt, sehen wir uns beim nächsten Video wieder.
Ciao, servus, says AirGhandi.